name's Sue and I'm reading on behalf of Jade because Jade couldn't be here today, but this is her writing. This is Jade over here, and Jade lives on the same housing estate as myself. We met outside of ATD and within ATD. This is from Jade. As an autistic woman, I see things differently from everyone else. And I think that way of seeing things differently is reflected in my art, like in those photos in the exhibition that I took. Art is my comfort zone. I see art as patterns, as a repetition of colours or shapes. Life is so chaotic, so complicated. There are so many different bills and taxes and everything is so messy. It's hard for me to understand it. But art is simple, art is straightforward for me, unlike my life. Art is in my control. It allows me to relax and escape from my daily problems. It takes my mind away for a minute. But when you're dealing with social workers, being autistic makes everything much harder. Parents with autism often feel like they're blamed for everything. With one parent, at first social services were just doing a welfare check, but when they found out that she was autistic, they suddenly extended that to say that she has a child in need, to see if she was able to look after that child. The attitude change in the staff was horrible. They keep checking the fridge, they check everything in the house. Sometimes they turn up 2 hours late and you don't even feel calm anymore. And then they give you all the attitude like, well, you knew we were coming. Yeah, but not 2 hours late. And then they put you in a worse position. People come in the house, sitting in the house from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, watching the parents. And it's just horrible because their attitude is like, don't talk to us, we're not in the room. Like we don't exist, basically. But the whole family can see that they're there. This mum had to keep proving that she could look after her child. When she got pregnant again, they got involved again and said, how are you going to cope with 2 children now and being autistic? Then social services were trying to diagnose her son. They basically said that he was just copying her own autism, so he's not autistic. Then later they said, oh, because he has some developmental delay, he's not autistic. Then with her youngest now, they said, because he doesn't fit one category of like ADHD or all these other things, they said that they refused to diagnose him. They refused to get him his help. And then they just kept saying, oh, it's just a behavioural thing because of his upbringing and other issues that happened. And the mum was just like, but that's not me being dramatic, that's just that we haven't got the support that we needed yet. And she's had this paper proving that he is diagnosed, but they just kept throwing that back at her. Because of your own autism, you're being not listened to. Social workers are always looking for what's negative so they can pick one point and exaggerate it. They're not autistic experts, so they don't understand that children can mask their autism at times when they're being seen in public, but then when they're back at home and act out because of the problems they've had during the day. Parents with autism never want to get the social back involved because they've had those bad experiences. But if they had done their job properly, we wouldn't be scared to ask for support and help or just for advice. But when you know they'll judge you and investigate you, you feel you can't get the support even when you feel that you might need it.